Hi guys, welcome to another video from the Baileys. Alright, we hope that you are all doing okay and that you are all in the best of health and you are all taking good care of yourselves. Alright, so today is another video, and today I will be telling you guys about my experience working in the hotel industry. Alright, so here goes. I started working in the hotel industry. I think it was 2004, somewhere thereabout. And the first hotel I got employed to was FDR in Runaway Bay, Jamaica. No, that's a wonderful hotel, beautiful. Everything was just nice. Everything was just good, and all of those good things. So what I did there, I was basically a nanny. So I was young, I was naive. I was about 19 years old. And I was, well, for me, a lot of persons know, for me, I really love kids. I love kids. I enjoy being around them. I enjoy their company. I enjoyed everything about kids. And being working there as a nanny, all was going well, where the guests would come from overseas, yes, and depending on how you treat them, upon their next visit, they will request your service. And that's what I loved about it. But guys, Jesus, man, I tell you guys, at one point in time, I got tired of the job. I got so tired of the job. Because guys, listen, us as nanny will have to stand in, if the kids are there in the pool, we have to stand there in the sun watching the kids. And the sun was hot, and you're not even able to drink a cup of water or a cup of juice. It, to me, it was just I loved kids, yes. But boy, guys, me couldn't bother with that the part there. It started off well. Mind you, it started off well, and everything was going well. But guys, I don't know if anybody here watching this video would have had that experience. But as I said, everything was going well and stuff. And then after a while, I just got tired of the job. I'm not sure if there's anybody out there who have ever gotten tired of their job. I think so. Drop it in the comment section and let me know. But I really got tired of the job. And, I was just going there. But I realized something. Whenever time you are basically working at an establishment, and if for some reason, each time you're like very happy and stuff, but each time you reach at the workplace, it's like a heavy burden just overshadow you. I think it's time to move on. Yeah, that's my take on it. I think it's time to move on. And listen, as I said, guys, I was young, I was naive, and I moved on the wrong way. Guess what I did, guys? Let me cover my face. Guys, me walk off of the people them walk. Sorry, I walked off the job. I literally walked off the job. Because I was just getting tired. I was just getting tired of the whole thing. At one point in time, I was saying, no, I don't think this is for me. I think it was just torture. What I mean? Just, oh, yeah. That's my take on it. I think it was just torture. Just out here in the sun hot, and it was just too much. So what I did, guys, I left work one evening and I didn't turn up the next day. I turned my phone off. Nobody could reach to me because it decided, say, I'm not going back. So guys, listen, remember, I was young, I was naive. I was just naive. That's all I can say. And after I walked off the job, after a few days, I turned my phone on, and the supervisor was calling me, but I just did not turn my black eye. It's like I made my mind up that no, I am not going back. You understand? And what I did, I sent out an application and I was employed at a clothes store in Ocho Rios, Jamaica. And guys, I started the work, everything was going well. You know, I just love to interact with customers. I love to just share different backgrounds and stuff. So when I was employed at the clothes store, I was thinking, yes, this is the type of thing I want. This is the type of job I want. And I started there for a while. But then guess what happened, guys? Story come to bump. The manager for that clothes store realized that I walked off the previous job. When she called the hotel to get some information about me, they told her that, listen, Rashida Thomas, yeah, she walked off the job. Guys, would you believe what happened? The lady fired me. Guys, the lady fired me. She sent me home. Because she was saying to me that, you walked off the previous job. That means you'll be doing the same thing here. And I convinced her so much, but I guess all my convincing, it didn't work at all. And, being an adult now, more mature, sitting back and, just reminiscing on those days. Honestly, guys, if it was now, I wouldn't have done that. And I wouldn't encourage anybody in today's world to just walk off a job, not knowing where your next step is, not knowing basically what you're going to do next. You understand? And it is just a small world. It is, because look what happened. The manager for the clothes store called the workplace that I was before, and they gave her that information. And the lady sent me home. She fired me. So me now go home, sit down here, I don't have nothing to do. And guess what? I blamed myself. I blamed myself, guys. So if anybody watching this video and contemplating to quit your job, listen, just don't walk off until you are sure of the next job. Yeah, I would advise you to do that. And after a while, within a few months, I was employed at Sunset Jamaica Grand in Ocho Rios. And guys, wow. I had some lovely days at Sunset Jamaica Grand in Ocho Rios. Listen, we cleaned at least 16 rooms per day, sometimes up to 17 rooms per day. And it wasn't that hard at first. When I was employed, I was like, oh my God, this is gonna take me like 24 hours to clean. And then guess what, guys? Some rooms had in like 4 or 5 beds, sometimes 3. It all depends. And guys, listen, honestly, I went there and I put my shoulders to the wheel. I did housekeeping, yes, and I'm proud to say I did it. You understand? And I was there. I enjoyed every moment. I remember I got a particular room to clean one day, and when I went to that room, guys, that room had in only one guest, and that was a man. And as I went there the first day and I was cleaning the room, the guest sat down at the table and he watched everything I was doing. So I was like, wow. I was a little bit concerned. Why is he like watching me like that? Because I'm not the type of person to take things from anybody. I don't steal. I don't do anything like that. So why is he watching me? And guys, listen. The following day I went back to work. Would you believe that the guest of that room, you wouldn't believe what he did. He asked me, he said to me, listen, can I pay you $50 to touch your butt to see if it is real? I was like, huh? And guys, the man repeated himself. The man wanted to pay me $50 to touch my butt to see if it was real. Guys, honestly, I got so angry. because I've never been exposed to anything like that, nothing whatsoever. And I was so shaken up about it. And what I did was that I mentioned it to one of my co-worker, and she was saying, Rashida, listen to me. Mention it to the supervisor. But what I did not mention it to the supervisor, but I said, listen, you are my co-worker and I tell you about it. So listen guys, what I did was that I packed up my caddy and I packed up my cart and I went out. I left the room because he knew that he was being rude. He was being out of order. The man get me hungry. I'm not sure where he's coming from or if that's what he's used to. But hey, don't bring that to me. I ain't used to that. I'm not that type of person. That's wrong. You don't do that. So what I had to do each day when I went back to clean his room, I had to change up my timing. Because I realized I was going in the morning. So what I did, today I would have gone in the morning. Tomorrow I would have gone in the late afternoon. And that's what I did. And he never a day did he ever caught me in his room again. You understand? Listen guys, listen. Sorry about that. No matter what the offer is, no matter what the situation is, do not let down your guard. Do not let down your guard. Don't settle for less. Know your worth. When I mentioned it to somebody, they were like, wow, if it was me, I would have let him done that. I said, well, yes, you go find him, let him do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not that type of person. You understand? So, you know, persons, no matter what person might be putting some offer to you, but listen, turn your eye. Just don't pay them any mind. Because you know your value. You know your worth. I'm not sure who I'm talking to, but listen, you know your worth. You understand? And honestly, that was wrong. I really got angry because to me, he was wrong for doing that. What if I was there cleaning the room and the door was closed? What would he have done? I've never seen that man. I know nothing about him. I don't know what his intentions were. You understand? So you just have to know your worth. You understand? And that was one of the saddest experience that I've ever experienced, you know, at Jamaica Grand. And the other experience I had was that I remember cleaning a checkout room one day. So guys, remember the checkout room now? The guests would have already left the room. The room is in a state where it has to get a general cleaning. You understand? So there I was, and you know, cleaning the room and everything was okay, and I stripped the sheet, I stripped the mattress. And when I stripped the mattress and I went to get the new sheets and I was there making the bed. When I lift the mattress, I saw $300 under the mattress. Remember guys, the guests already left before we got to work. So at that time I think they were already on their way to the airport. Or maybe they would have already reached to the airport. I don't know. But when I went there guys, I was making the bed. And when I looked, I saw the $300 under the mattress. Think about it. If you were in my situation, what is it that you would have done? Be honest. What is it that you would have done if you found that $300 under the mattress? Mind you, the guests are already on their way home. What I did, guys, let me tell you what I did. As I found that money, I closed the room door and I went straight to the front desk to the general manager. And when I went to him, guys, I explained to him where I found the money and I gave him the entire $300. When I gave it to him, he looked to me, he looked at me, he said, Rashida, we are going to have this here. So if the guests call back for it, then we'll send it to them. Yeah, that's what Mr. Reader said. And Mr. Reader, if you're watching this, sir, big up yourself anywhere you're at. You understand? And when he said that to me, I said, okay, no problem, because listen, that money didn't belong to me and I wanted to get it out of my hands. And I did the right thing. Being a child of God, I did the right thing. And when most of my co-workers heard about the situation, they called me idiot, they called me stupid, they called me a fool. All the names in the book they called me. They said, listen, the guest already checked out and you find 300 US and hand it over. They said, no, you don't have any sense, you're an idiot. And listen, guys, I felt no way, because deep down, I was happy with what I did. Because I knew I did the right thing. You understand? And no matter what you do in life, persons are going to talk. Persons are going to talk. But guess what happened? It's best for us to be honest. Yes, let's be honest. It will take us a far way. My parents always tell us honesty is the best policy. And that's how my parents grew us up as siblings, to be honest, not to take what is not ours. You know, and you know, just be good. And that's what I did. And for days, some of the co-workers, they maliced me, they were vexed, they were upset because I found the money and I gave it up. But it wasn't either here nor there for me, because I knew what I did and I would have done it all over again. I would have given back that money again and again and again. So sometimes when persons say some things about us or say some things about you, just don't pay them any mind. Just continue to be you. Exactly. And you know, I won't be much longer, but I have the last experience to share with you guys before I go. Same place at Jamaica Grand. Now, this particular Wednesday, guys, let me see what I have here. Yeah, this particular Wednesday, it was my day off. And I got called in, you know, asking if I could come into work, because for me, I had nothing to do on my day off. So I said, you know what? Yeah, let me go, you know, let me go, just, you know. And well, the thing is, if I had like an appointment or anything like that, I wouldn't have gone to work, you know, because my priorities comes first, you know. So because I didn't have anything to do that day, I said, let me go to work. And I went to work, guys. And just as how I was on the 10th floor, I remember I was cleaning a room. And while I was cleaning the room, I remember an old man, he came to me. He has this English accent, so it looked like he's from England. Yeah, he was from England. And he said to me, miss, whenever time you're finished cleaning this room, I'm going to ask you to clean my room. But I'm going to take a shower now, so by the time you're cleaning that room, then I will be out of the shower for you to clean my room, because I have a wedding to go to. So I looked at him, I said, okay, sir, not a problem. Guys, when the man was finished taking his shower and everything, and he got ready for the wedding, when he left for the wedding, that's when I went inside his room and I cleaned his room. I hope you guys are following this trend, you know, that I'm trying to put across. And when I cleaned his room, I left everything as were. Because as I said before, guys, I'm not the type of person to go steal anything from anybody. You know, we weren't grown that way. And as soon as I was finished cleaning his room, you know, I moved on. And while I was there cleaning the other room, guys, I saw the same old man and a younger man came back to the room. But for some reason, I don't know, for some reason, I was just noticing the young man from head to toe. I noticed his complexion. I noticed his personality. I noticed the color of his outfit. I I I was just noticing everything about him. I don't know for what reason. And just as they went in the room, I had no idea what they did in the room, but when they went in the room, everything was okay. And you know, they came out and they went to the wedding. They went back downstairs to the wedding. So the day ended. I went home. By the time I got to work the following morning, I heard that the chief of security was asking for me. The security manager, guys, the manager for the security company, was asking for me. No, I was like, why are they asking for me? Because somebody came, as I got to work, a coworker came to me, Rashida, the security company, the manager for security is asking for you. I was like, what did I do? And she was like, yes, because the guests in room 10, whatever, that's the same old man, said that you stole 350 pounds out of his room. Guys, my God. Guys, I've never laughed that hard in my entire life. You hear it, guys? Because I know my coworker was saying, Rashida, you must be an idiot because somebody just accused you of stealing and you are here laughing. I said, yes, I had to laugh because I did not do it. I said, no, I did not do it. They said, listen, well, you are Rashida Thomas, so you need to go find the manager for the security who is hunting you down all morning. And guys, I went. And listen, before that, you know, when one of the supervisors heard, because the money that I had found in previous times, the supervisor on our floor, she heard about it. She knew about it. And when this man now coming now to accuse me of stealing the money, the supervisor laughed. The supervisor said, no, not this Rashida. Because Rashida found 300 US under the mattress and gave it up 2 months ago. So this man is falsely accusing Rashida. Rashida did not steal that money. Because she knew me. She knew I am a honest person. And until today's date, I am still a honest person. And by the time we were there talking, I found the manager for the security company came to me. And he carried me onto the front desk. It was like, come, Miss Thomas, you will have to write a report as to what happened yesterday. Because the guest of room, whatever, 1021 or something, had said that you stole 350 US dollars from his room. And guys, that was the shortest report I had ever written in my life. That was the shortest report. Listen, they had the man in the room as well. And that's when I knew that his daughter was there with her family. But they were in 2 different rooms on 2 different floors. So when I went into the room, the manager for the security company was there. I think another security, and I think one of the supervisors from my floor was there as well. And the guest in questioning, and the guest family. And guys, when I finished wrote that report, and then everything started to replay in my mind. You know, the young man I saw came to his room. And guys, I started to describe the young man from head to toe. And when I was there describing the man, it came back to me. I was like, God, but this is what you are setting me up for. Because I was there the day before, noticing the young man from head to toe, not knowing that I would have needed that information to save my life, to save my job, to keep my job. And when I started to tell the man, the old man stood up and he was like, oh, and he bursted out in tears, bawling. And he looked at me, the man said, Miss, in tears, and he was crying, he was like, Miss, I'm very sorry for getting you into this. Miss, this could have cost you your job. because everybody was looking at me, as a person who is a thief. And I knew for sure that I wasn't a thief. And when I described the young man, the man's dad, the man's daughter, asked him who was the young man that was up by the room that I described. And that's when the old man told her that it was one of the relatives who came for the wedding from outside. The young man that was up by the room, he wasn't a guest at the hotel. He just came there just for the wedding alone. And he wasn't supposed to be inside the room any at all. But the man carried him up there. And when they investigated, guys, listen, let me tell you something. The key that they use at the hotels, I think everybody must know, it's shaped like one of our local phone cards, like one of the Flow phone cards. That's how it's shaped. And you had to swipe it and then go in. So listen, I had my worksheet. So the day when the man was going to the wedding, I swiped the key and I make sure I put my time in on the worksheet immediately. As I opened the door, I checked my time and I jotted it on my worksheet. And when I was finished cleaning the room, I checked my time and I jotted it on the worksheet. So when they said that I stole the money, they were saying, well, you must have gone inside the room at another point in time. And when they get the probe and check the lock, they realize that the timing on the lock and the timing on my worksheet corresponds. Yep, it corresponded. And I mean, when they finished questioning me and everything, and I gave them all the information about the young man, they found out that it was the young man who stole the money. It was the young man who stole the money. And guys, when the manager for our floor, for the tower heard, you know, the security manager called her and told her that, listen, this is one of the easiest cases I have ever solved in my life. He said, listen, Rashida is not a thief. Rashida is an honest person. You understand? And until today's date, I'm still that type of person. Honestly, I wouldn't see you put something down there and I know it doesn't belong to me and I go take it up. No, I'm not that type of person. You understand? And you know, he left the hotel. Yes, he left. That was about in the September. And you know, I totally forgot about him. I totally forgot about that guest. I put it in the past because I had forgiven him for what he did. Because listen, guys, I could have lost my job. It would have been hard for me to get another job because I was falsely accused. And I know that many persons out there, you have been falsely accused as well. I choose to come forward with mine. Yep, I choose to come forward with mine. And let me tell you how this worked, how it played out in the end. That happened in the September. And by the December, we had party. That's the hotel party where all the workers were invited, and you know, we just had fun, and you know, it was just nice. So by the time I went to the party, I heard that was the December, because remember the guest was there in September. So the December, I heard when I went to the party, I heard that, you know, and listen guys, when I said party, I'm not talking about all of those winding up and all of those things, no. It was just a modest party. You understand, where we sang and it was just fun. We had clean fun. And listen, while I was there, one of my coworkers came to me and she was like, Rashida, a guest is asking for you, you know. So I was like, wow, which guest is that now? And she said to me, the same man that accused you of stealing the 350 pounds from his room. When I heard it, I was like, what is it this time? I was like, my God, he had put me through enough already. What is it this time? And by the time I got to work the following morning, guys, the same security manager, the same one that told me that, listen, you have to write a report because this man is saying that you stole how much money from his room. The same manager and the same guest came on the floor that I was working on. And I remember vividly, the security manager said to me, Rashida, do you remember this man? And I turned around and I saw him. I was like, yeah, I do remember him. And then the security manager said to me, listen, he has something to say to you. So then the manager walked off and left me and the guest standing there. And I stood there at my cart and I was listening. Would you believe what the man said to me? The man said, listen, miss. He said, I don't even know your name, but I left England and come back to Jamaica just to beg your pardon because I am not sure if you had forgiven me. That's what the man said. Guys, look how far England is from here. Look how much money you have to pay for a flight from England to Jamaica. And the man said that he left England and came back to Jamaica just to beg me pardon because he had no idea if I had forgiven him. Guys, when he said that, it's like something just bore me in my chest. Yes, it did. Because I knew I had forgiven him a long time ago. The man came to me with tears in his eyes. He said, miss, please forgive me. I am sorry. I am bitterly sorry. He said, listen, when we left here in September, they had some relatives of them, spying or keeping eyes on the guy that stole the money. And when they realized that guy used the 350 pounds, he bought how much stereos, he bought how much radios, and a lot of things that he had purchased with that 350 pounds. You understand, guys? So guys, listen. This life is not an easy one. Yep. It's not an easy one, guys. So listen. I had to forgive him. That's Christ-like. Because when us as Christians, when we do things wrong, when we do something wrong, we want God to forgive us, don't we? Yes, we want him to forgive us. So why is it so hard for us to forgive others? It shouldn't be hard, It shouldn't be hard at all. And some persons are there and they're hurting so much, but they're not willing to let go and let God. They're not willing to forgive. I'm not sure who I'm talking to today, but whatever the situation is, whatever the situations are, forgive. Let's learn to forgive. That old man left England, come back to Jamaica, just to beg me pardon because he had no idea if I had forgiven him. I'm not sure what you learned from my experience, and if you have had similar experiences like mine, just drop it in the comment section. And let's just feed on each other's experiences. Mine might be different from yours and yours might be different from mine. Alright guys, so I hope you learned something today. Forgive, let's forgive. Alright, so thanks again for tuning into this another video. And remember, if you haven't yet subscribe to our YouTube channel. And drop a comment in the comment section, and please guys leave a thumbs up. All right, so just you all be good, you all be safe, and God bless you. All right, we are out. Bye bye.